Is being avoidant sabotaging your relationship? Are you pushing your partner away? How do you know if you are falling into this pattern? In the intricate dance of relationships, communication is key. However, one behavior that often goes unnoticed and can cause deep damage is avoidance. Avoidance in relationships refers to the act of evading difficult conversations, emotions, or conflict. While it might seem like a natural way to avoid confrontation or discomfort, it can quickly evolve into a toxic habit that undermines the foundation of a relationship. This video will explore how avoidance can sabotage a relationship, the signs you might be falling into this pattern, and practical ways to address it. Avoidance manifests in many forms, from avoiding serious conversations to emotionally withdrawing when problems arise. It could mean procrastinating on difficult talks, ignoring your partner's needs, or disengaging when emotional vulnerability is required. Sometimes avoidance is also seen as stonewalling, shutting down and refusing to engage, which leaves issues unresolved. These behaviors are often a defense mechanism against discomfort, fear of conflict, or a lack of emotional tools to deal with difficult situations. One of the most significant consequences of avoidance is its effect on emotional intimacy. Relationships thrive on open communication, vulnerability, and understanding. When one or both partners repeatedly avoid addressing problems, feelings, or needs, it creates emotional distance. This distance can lead to a sense of loneliness or being misunderstood. Over time, the unresolved issues accumulate and the relationship may feel like it is running on empty, with emotional walls growing higher and higher between partners. For the partner on the receiving end of avoidance, it can be emotionally painful and confusing. They may feel neglected or abandoned, as though their feelings and needs are being dismissed or ignored. The lack of communication often leads to feelings of rejection, with the partner questioning their worth or wondering if the relationship is truly valued. They may also experience anxiety, unsure of how to address the growing distance or how to break through the emotional walls that avoidance creates. Over time, this can foster resentment and frustration as the partner longs for connection and open communication but feels perpetually shut out. Recognizing avoidance in yourself is the first step to breaking the cycle. Common signs include procrastinating tough conversations, withdrawing emotionally when your partner needs support, or feeling an intense desire to escape when issues arise. You may also find yourself rationalizing avoidance, telling yourself that it's not a big deal or that the issue will resolve itself without intervention. If you notice a recurring pattern of avoiding deeper connections or significant discussions, it's time to take a closer look at your relationship dynamics. Trust is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. When avoidance becomes a habitual response to conflict or emotional vulnerability, it erodes that trust. Your partner may begin to feel that you are not reliable when it comes to dealing with important matters, or that their emotional needs are being disregarded. The lack of transparency and willingness to engage in tough conversations can cause frustration and resentment, leading to a sense of disconnection between partners. Fear often drives avoidance in relationships. This fear can stem from a variety of sources: fear of rejection, fear of conflict, or fear of failure. Avoiding difficult conversations may feel like a safer option, but it often creates more harm than good. Rather than confronting the issue head-on, avoidance allows negative feelings to fester and grow. The more you avoid, the more fearful and anxious you become, making it even harder to address the underlying issues. Breaking the avoidance pattern requires self-awareness and a commitment to change. Start by identifying the specific situations in which you tend to avoid. Is it during arguments? When discussing future plans? Once you recognize these moments, challenge yourself to lean into the discomfort instead of fleeing from it. Communication skills are crucial in this process. Practice speaking openly and calmly about your feelings and listen actively to your partner. Seeking professional help, such as couples therapy, can also provide tools for managing conflict in healthy ways. Avoidance may offer temporary relief, but it will ultimately prevent you from building a deeper, more resilient connection with your partner. A healthy relationship requires vulnerability, honesty, and the willingness to confront discomfort. By recognizing avoidance behaviors and taking proactive steps to address them, you can foster a relationship built on trust, emotional intimacy, and mutual understanding. The first step toward growth is embracing the discomfort of difficult conversations and seeing them as opportunities to strengthen your bond rather than threats to it.